All right, we should be live. We should be live, chat. This is going to be a very different, difficult bro science today. We had some stuff planned for today, and obviously that has changed after the devastating news that Charlie Kirk has been shot at a debate event at a college in Utah, and boys, it doesn't look good. So to start off the show, chat, everybody watching, if you are religious, send your prayers out. Send your prayers out to Charlie Kirk and especially his family, because they need it right now, because it does not look good. We need the Lord. We need Jesus in this country now more than ever, after recent events over the past 2 weeks with the stabbing of the immigrant from Ukraine, and now today with Charlie Kirk. What has this world come to? What has this country come to? I'm at a loss for words, and I've seen all the videos. Gruesome, devastating, nausea-inducing, terrifying. It's terrifying because Charlie Kirk has been around for a long time. He's a content creator like all of us over here. It could be any one of us. And it's just very scary. And it makes you angry as well that something like this could happen, that there's that much hatred to go to this level. Something this drastic. But Xwing or Blaine, I mean, you go ahead and take it away from me, because I don't know what to say at this point.
Yeah. I don't think words. I don't think words are sufficient here. This is one of those things. It's kind of tough, man. I've been fighting back tears just because I'm so sad about this, but at the same time, I am just so overwhelmed with rage right now. It's difficult. I don't even want to be live right now, if I'm being totally honest with you. But yes. I think it's important that we all get together and we talk about this. But for this to happen at a place of education with somebody who's just trying to have conversation, that's it.
Yes.
Yeah. And this is the type of stuff that so many people have been worried about for a long time, with this violence against free speech that's been going on, and the ongoing lack of acceptance for people that think differently than you. And like Beardo said, I mean, Charlie's been around for a long time, and regardless of how, you don't have to agree with him on everything. You don't have to see eye to eye on everything to see that this is not just vile and terrible. And like Xwing said too, it's like I'm struggling to even be here with it right now. We talked on the phone a little bit earlier before this happened, and it's just like I instantly was so nauseous. Like I've never seen anything quite like this. And I would just warn folks. I mean, there is on X and elsewhere, there is footage. It's rough.
Just don't watch it.
Yeah, don't watch it. And I saw in the chat, I think it was Asaska's asking if he was stable. If he survives this, it will be an absolute blessing from God. Yeah. I mean, with what we have seen, it is rare for someone to survive that type of a wound. And it was horrific. And I don't even know how to sit with it at this point. I'm still processing it, and it's just terrible. And there are going to be ripple effects from this for a long time. And just to see how people interact with this is going to be interesting, and is going to show a lot of people's character, I think. Yeah. But I just, prayers for Charlie and his family, and just for everything. It's everybody surrounding him right now, because this is horrific, and it's super, super sad.
And the greatest thing about Charlie Kirk and what he's been doing, because he's been around since 2015 when Trump was first running, and it was recently in 2020 election, and in 2024, he just always encouraged open debate, and it was always about free speech, which is our greatest right here in America, is the freedom of voice and the freedom of religion. And he always expressed that, and he took advantage of it, and he allowed the people he was debating to take advantage of it as well. And he called it how it was. That's the thing. Charlie Kirk called it as it is. And he wasn't afraid to hurt your feelings, but also he encouraged debate back. He encouraged the others he was debating to hurt his feelings too if he was wrong, or if they felt like he was wrong. And that's the greatest thing about this country. And Blaine, you said it, there's a war on freedom of speech right now. And for something like this to happen, for somebody expressing one of their rights as an American and to be so hateful, to want to end somebody's life, man, to want to end somebody's freaking life. A young father, a father to two beautiful children. Charlie Kirk is our age, man. He's 31 years old. And look at the impact that he's had on this country. Whether you disagree with him or not on some of his stuff, he's a great stand-up guy, great father, a good Christian, and it is overwhelming how fucking crazy this shit is that this happened, man.
This is, I don't want to get too radical or anything like that. Obviously, this is a sensitive time, but what is it going to take for people to wake up here?
Yeah.
They're killing our kids in church, stabbing us on buses, shooting us out in the open.
Yeah. Yeah.
Right.
And you don't hate the media enough because, I mean, there's been some ridiculous things already being said today and just yesterday after the raw footage of the stabbing on the bus of the young Ukrainian immigrant. But this was just a few minutes ago. MSNBC covering Charlie Kirk in his, let's call it how it is. Let's call a spade a spade. It's an assassination attempt, man. And this is how ridiculous the mainstream media has got. We'll listen to it.
In which a shooting like this happens.
Yeah, and again, to emphasize what you just emphasized, we don't know any of the full details of this. That we don't know if this was a supporter shooting their gun off in celebration, or so we have.
Are you fucking kidding me? This is the part, like, I have sorrow for Charlie Kirk, but then when I hear this, the mainstream media, this is what makes me so gosh damn fucking angry that they have the fucking gall. Yeah. Because that's what their narrative, that's how they spin it. They say the right-wing conservative Trump supporters, we are the aggressive gun violence party, and this guy has the fucking nerve to say, oh, we're just shooting our guns off in celebration and it was a misfire and it hit Charlie Kirk in the neck. This was a high caliber fucking round from several hundred yards away.
In
a
college surrounded by hundreds of people. Like, what is this person like? They know the scenario, they know where this was, they know how this happened. And to even remotely feel comfortable saying that, do you think that just that people are going to these events and they're just like bringing all their weapons like it's the Middle East and blasting off in the air out of excitement?
Yeah.
Like, what are we even talking about?
Yeah, exactly. You think anybody in the crowd here, of course, at an event like this, at a college, at a university, especially with a guy like Charlie Kirk, when you do have some people who hate him and want him dead, do you not think that there's security and metal detectors? Everybody is screened.
No metal detectors at the event.
No metal detectors at the event. Well, shame on them.
Well,
shame on them.
Look, here's the deal. I'm trying so hard not to lose my shit right now. So my no cussing rule is off the table today. The fucking nerve you have to hop on national television and say something that fucking stupid because of your political bias. Go fuck yourself.
Yeah.
It's probably a MAGA guy with a gun shooting. Fuck you.
Yeah.
How tone deaf can you be, you moron?
Yeah, a MAGA guy with a gun at a college university. Oh, yeah, I love what Charlie Kirk just said. Let me just blast some bullets into the air. You sick, ignorant fuck. you do not hate the mainstream media enough. And this was just yesterday. So when the raw footage of the Charlotte subway, or it was a bus or subway.
Yeah. It's
This is what this fucking guy says. What's this guy's name? What's this guy's name?
Asshole.
Is that Van?
I don't know.
I'm seeing Van Jones on screen, but I don't know if that's
Maybe
his name.
Listen to what this guy has to say, because Charlie Kirk had the balls to say exactly what it was. And this guy, it's unbelievable.
What happened was horrible, but it becomes an opportunity for people to jump on bandwagons. And then for someone like Charlie Kirk, he should be ashamed of himself. No one mentioned the word race, white, black, or anything except him.
Elon Musk, Charlie Kirk, other Trump-aligned figures succeeded in making this senseless death a symbol of big city crime.
Hurt people hurt.
Charlie Kirk's blood is on their hands. They have been hate and fear mongers since 2016. It is on their hands. These people are despicable. They're evil. They wanted this to happen. And chat, this is why there's an old saying, sticks and stones may break my bones, but words will never hurt me. In current day, in current year, with the internet and with the amount of fucking troubled, evil, hateful people out there, it is so dangerous to just invoke and say stuff and saying, well, somebody might show up at one of these events and do something crazy to one of these political activists, in this case, Charlie Kirk, and then guess what? They might not do it themselves, but just putting the words out there, man, somebody might show up at their house and hurt them. Well, somebody crazy enough listening and hearing that saying, well, I'll do it. And it's happened in this circle, in this sphere. Saying, oh man, somebody's gonna get shot for that. Somebody's gonna get stabbed for that. Somebody's gonna show up at their house. Somebody's gonna come to a meetup and do something. Like, it happens in our chat.
Yeah,
right.
Like, it happened to Charlie Kirk, but it could have been any one of us. And that's what's so dangerous about saying that kind of ridiculous stuff on the internet. Saying, oh my gosh, we're gonna show up to this meetup. We're gonna show up to this convention. And we're gonna be strapped, or somebody should go to this meetup and hurt this person. Well, somebody listening is crazy enough to do it, and that's what happened, man. That's what happened, and it happened to be Charlie Kirk.
I'm trying not to say stuff right now because I'm feeling.
We seem to be in such a. The only thing that I know to call it is a turning point right now. We have to be, because things are just getting out of control. The fact that these events like this are just happening in broad daylight, that people are getting brazened and emboldened enough to do something like this in a place like a college, it is nightmarish. And the thing is that people like this, people that do things like this, they want you to fear your speech. They want you to be afraid to talk out, to say what you have problems with.
It's terrorism.
Yes, absolutely. Yeah, absolutely. And the fact that the media is literally running interference for people like this guy who did this, like the thing that happened in Charlotte recently, like all of these events, the media is literally running interference and is just like hurt people, you know. But if it's a different set of scenarios, if it lines up with their narrative enough, then it's a totally different story. It's burn it all down. It's start riots. It's all this stuff coming from the media. But yet when it's something like this, it's just like, well, you know, we don't know what happened. They might have just been shooting their guns in the air.
Yeah, it was probably a MAGA guy shooting his gun in the air.
Like, we're at a point. I can't wrap my head around how we've let it get to this point, and people like there's just got to be a lot of change. Like you, Xwing, I'm biting my tongue. Like, I'm just really.
And yes, we're all biting our tongue here, because to face the facts, chat, we are on YouTube, so we do have to be YouTube terms of service friendly. And chat, I know what you guys are thinking. I know what you guys want to say. Bite your tongue. Don't say it in this chat, because ultimately I'm responsible of my own chat. So anything you guys say could be reflected onto me. So let's keep it positive towards Charlie Kirk and his family. I know what we're all thinking, but we're on the internet. So let's just keep praying and hoping that Charlie Kirk comes out of this at the end. But
there are rumors that he's stabilized, maybe critical, but maybe stabilized. Apparently, the hospital was pretty close. Dude, if this guy makes it out of here, you wanna talk about whose side God's on? Trump gets missed barely. He survives this. I mean, this is insanity. I feel, and I'm going to say this in a way that's appropriate for YouTube, I feel as though this is an open declaration of war. That's just what it feels like to me. We will find you and we will kill you in broad daylight in front of hundreds of people because I don't agree with what you're saying.
Right.
That's domestic terrorism. That is what that word that they love to use, fascism.
Right. And that's the thing, is that we've been listening to this media narrative for years now about like, this cannot stand. The people like Charlie Kirk with his opinions can't be allowed to have those opinions. They are unacceptable. They are not allowed in the public sphere because it is violence. No, this is what fucking violence looks like. Shooting someone in a public place at a college, a place where learning takes place, where this guy is challenging ideals. And this is where the violence is happening. We shouldn't be in a point where people are afraid to go out and openly speak their mind. And that's the thing, is that there are people like, there are all kinds of events like this that you might not even hear about, where people are getting swatted and people are, these events don't lead all the way to here, but they get dangerously close to people that are just trying to promote free speech and challenge ideals. And I just still can't get over the way that we're going to see how the media takes this after, the next couple hours. But if they keep running with this in the way that they are, like, granted, they've already shown us their cards. We know who they are. We know what they're about. We know that they will run interference for crimes if it feels justifiable to them, or if they are being told to, or whatever. Narrative. You're right. If it fits the narrative.
How they'll spin it, how the media is going to spin it, is gun violence.
Yeah, this is why we need gun control. That's what they'll end up saying.
Yep. It won't be about their political point of view. It won't be because of anything, because of premeditated reasons. It'll all be about the gun, not the shooter. That's how the media will spin it. And that's what they want. That's what they want. It's disgusting. It's disgusting. And you guys are like, it's to the point where it feels like they want a civil war. They're asking for it.
Well, and that's the thing, is it feels like the system needs that, because we're a lot easier to control when we're divided. I mean, that is just a fact. And they are doing an excellent job at keeping us divided. And it's things like this that don't help. And it's why we need to keep a level head about a lot of this stuff, and why we need to try to be some positive beacon of conversation amongst all this and try and stay level-headed. It just is very, very hard because the scales have felt very lopsided for a really long time. And obviously that is by design. So, and I'm seeing chat say as well, I don't know if y'all have seen this, but they're saying that the suspect is still at large.
I don't know if that's fake news or what. It's way too soon to tell. It appears that this is the suspect, the accused suspect. Who knows? There could have been multiple people that were lined up to do this. Who knows?
They were saying this is Ian Eckersley.
It appears that this is the guy who's got his pants around his ankles and he's wearing shorts or underwear. I don't know. In this video,
I think the cops probably dropped that real quick to make sure he didn't have something else going on.
Right. It appears to be that this is the suspected shooter.
Now, from 5 minutes ago, sorry to interrupt, NBC is saying that the university came out and said that there is no suspect in custody. That was like 5 minutes ago. But it's just what I'm seeing.
Who said that?
NBC. I'm looking at their website. They're doing like a live feed of everything that's going on. But
okay, well, right now it looks like, well, as of actually probably about 45 minutes to an hour ago, it looks like this was the guy. But who knows?
Right.
It's too close. It's too close to know any kind of real details, but I'm keeping an eye on Twitter chat to see if there's anything official. Unfortunately, I don't know. Like people in the chat,
people are saying he's pronounced dead.
People in the chat are saying he's pronounced dead. I'm seeing this from Turning Point UK. Charlie is alive and fighting in the hospital. Please join us in praying for him. We're not going to know for a little bit of time. But it's crazy, man, because like the party of tolerance and the party of choosing to be outspoken are the ones that are so upset and hateful and choosing to take matters into their own hands about this instead of using their words and using their free speech for debate. We're going to result in killing people in the most brutal way, man.
Yeah, it seems to happen to people that are making the most sense, telling the most truth. You know, if you really feel like you're in the right, you know, and have the right thoughts and opinions and whatever, you'd be able to properly discuss it and debate it. And that's the thing, is that people don't like folks like Charlie because he was challenging that. And God, it's like Xwing said, there's just so much blood on the hands of the media because they call attention to people like Charlie on purpose, and make them out to be these, you know, God tier level villains that need to be stopped essentially and silenced. And regardless of, you know, I'm someone who typically my brain always instantly goes to conspiracy. But it's kind of like with this, and you think about these types of scenarios, he was in a vulnerable place. And there is a part of me that's always kind of worried about people like him that get in these public spaces that aren't very protected. It's scary, and he was ballsy for doing it.
Well, look at what I just posted in private there, and you'll see exactly what we're talking about when we say they drive this kind of conversation. That, oh, maybe he deserved it.
Ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. These people, man. They want a civil war. This is what they want, man. These hate mongers and fear mongers, man.
But following up with what was just said, he's been one of the most divisive, especially divisive younger figures in this, who is constantly sort of pushing this sort of hate speech or sort of aimed at certain groups. And I always go back to hateful thoughts lead to hateful words, which then lead to hateful actions.
Disgusting. Absolutely disgusting. Let's listen to that one more time.
But following up with what was just said, he's been one of the most divisive, especially divisive younger figures in this, who is constantly sort of pushing this sort of hate speech or sort of aimed at certain groups. And I always go back to hateful thoughts lead to hateful words, which then lead to hateful actions.
It's so disgustingly ironic that they're the ones saying that Charlie Kirk is the hateful one. No, motherfucker. You are the hateful one. You hate us. You hate us. You are the party of tolerance. You have been fear-mongering these mentally challenged, mentally ill people who you know are sick enough to do this crap. Lane, you had something to say.
No. It's good. No, you're fine. You're fine. I'm just kind of researching and looking at this stuff because I am very curious as to what, you know, these live updates are and stuff. I really do.
Chat, I know a lot of you guys are trying to give us some updates, and I'm taking what you guys are saying into account, but I personally haven't seen anything myself. I think there's a lot of fake news going out right now. People trying to be the first to say it. People trying to say the first to declare something. But until we get some reputable sources and they're all saying the same thing, let's try to just remain positive. Because I'm not seeing what you guys are seeing, and until we see some official stuff, especially from the family, let's cool the jets a little bit. But I respect you guys for trying to inform us, but
this is fast developing.
Yeah. No, you guys are all good. No need for apology, man. I know you guys are just trying to keep us informed. I know you guys are trying to keep us informed, so no apology needed. But
and we knew this was going to be a hard show. I mean, this happened, minutes before we came on, and we're, trying to decide how to handle it and what to do, because this is rough, and this type of thing doesn't happen super often, thank God. And like I said, I've never seen anything quite like this, especially just in the age that we live in, and with him being at this college. And I think that that's probably why he felt comfortable doing kind of some of this stuff, is it's like you're surrounded by hundreds of people, you're in this kind of tight space, and
you have private security.
Right,
stuff.
You have private security. Yeah.
And here's the big question. What the fuck happened? What the fuck happened? How was this guy not spotted? Are you kidding me? After last summer with the Trump attempt, how was this not spotted? What are we doing? How are people not keeping an eye on this unless they're in on it too? That's going to be the tinfoil hat conspiracy. How the fuck did this happen?
Right. And there really does, as some of you guys are saying in the chat, it's like how are people able to celebrate this? Like, there really needs to be a hard look at mental health, because it has been from the beginning.
People.
Right. And the thing is, it's like, it's been beyond obvious from the jump that celebrating mental illness is not the solution. And the longer that the longer that the media and these systems of power celebrate it, excuse it, the more we're going to have things like this happen. That there's just too much access to information, and too much just hate and stuff just constantly spewing. And for these people to not feel emboldened to do something like this. And most of these people don't care if they get taken out, don't care if like if they get caught or whatever.
Well, these sick people, we already have videos. These sick people are celebrating it. First Nepal and now Charlie Kirk shot in Utah. Is something happening in this? Charlie Kirk got shot. I'm not saying. When you've been manifesting it to happen, but it ends up happening to Charlie Kirk. Lip syncing, saying he deserved it. God's timing is always good. Charlie Kirk was just shot in the neck at Utah event, and this chick is celebrating. FBI put all these people on a list. Like, this is insane, man. Like, these people are cruel. They're sick. They do not belong in our society. They don't contribute anything. They are a detriment. They are a detriment to our society.
And what's the most disgusting to me is so many of these people do it in the name of goodness, in the name of kindness. And how do you even rationalize that?
That's what delusion is.
Right. And two of these videos, it's like, well, the one lady's doing it to gospel music, and the other girl's talking about it being on like God's time. It's just like, how do you rationalize this? How are you okay with this? It's just sick. How do you not feel absolutely disgusting about that?
They don't. They feel good. And that's the problem. That's where they've been conditioned. That's where the media has taken a lot of people in the U.S., unfortunately. Yeah. We don't have a lot of free thinkers, unfortunately. That make their own decisions. They allow the media to make the decisions for them. And when you're in control of someone like that, and you speak the way you do in media, this is what you create. Extremists, radicalized people that are willing to go to an event with thousands of students and assassinate somebody. A father of 2 small children.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Chat, continue praying. There's no official reports yet, just a lot of speculation. People wanting to be the first one to report. Just keep praying, man. If you're a believer, just keep freaking praying, because he's going to need a miracle. And if anybody deserves a miracle, it's Charlie Kirk right now. Xwing, what'd you just send me? More disgusting mainstream media?
Oh, yeah, more disgusting mainstream media. Now talking about how Trump is going to use this as an excuse to justify something.
Jeez Louise. So this is from Benny Johnson here.
Because as we were just talking about a moment ago with Alan, after one of the Doge employees was allegedly attacked in Washington, D.C., that's what Donald Trump used as justification to send in federal troops into Washington, D.C. to get things under control. The carjacking situation, he used that. And I know it's hard to predict the future, Mark, but you can imagine the administration using this as a justification for something.
I must admit, I'm at a loss to guess as to what happens next. But Kirk,
let's make this about Trump.
Right.
Unbelievable.
I don't know if you guys saw as well, just to add on to it. Multiple students have been shot at Evergreen High School in Colorado.
Yes. Yep, I saw
Oh
that.
my.
I have it right here.
What?
Right here. Yep. And these are staged, coordinated attacks. This is just how it happens, man. This is how they do it. Multiple students have been shot at Evergreen High School in Colorado. Sheriff confirms multiple people have been transported to the hospital. So this isn't sheer coincidence. This isn't coincidence.
We're going on like 67.
You guys.
This is the type of stuff that happens in Spade right before they try and push a gun grab.
Yeah. I mean, what are the odds that this is coincidence? It's got to be 1 in a million.
It's just like, how many days am I going to have to wake up and see murders on my timeline on Twitter? Public executions.
They do want a civil war. It's disgusting.
I don't think they want a civil war. I just think they want Republicans, conservatives completely wiped off the map. If they could just do the G word, they'd just do the G word. If they could figure out a way to do it.
So Yellow Flash has said, update says he's critical but stable. And then 3 minutes ago, Yellow Flash says he passed away. So if you guys know any...
I'm still looking for an official.
I'm looking for some official stuff. But yeah, we have some people in the community like Yellow Flash who have...
Right. Probably know somebody.
And to be honest, if he made it to the hospital stable is a miracle, because after watching the footage, it looked like he was gone on impact.
I don't know how anybody would survive that.
Yeah.
No.
So
It
until I
was-
hear anything, I'm not gonna confirm anything, but it would be truly a miracle. So
Yeah, it would be a miracle. The footage, the up close footage that I'm sure that most of us have seen, it's a miracle that anybody would survive that. It was absolutely gruesome. And I'm also seeing reports that the old man that the police had in custody wasn't the guy.
Yeah.
Yeah. I am seeing AP is saying that there is somebody in custody though. But that was like 6 minutes
Glenn
ago.
Zick or whatever his name is. Yeah, it's just this is mind-boggling, man.
And then you have idiots like this. You have fucking retards like this. Dean Withers, who's part of the problem. I don't know if you guys know who this is. This is a skinny little fucking...
Oh, yeah.
Skinny little twerp who
Oh, is that the little twink that hang out with Harry Sisson?
Yeah.
Yes. Who's part of the problem? Gun violence. Buzzword right there. Buzzword. Look out for this. Look out for buzzwords like this, man.
You might want to take that off the screen.
Why?
Yeah.
There's some words there at the beginning.
I'm not going to read them. I'm not going to read them. Gun violence is never okay. Keep Charlie Kirk in your prayers. Well, that's great. Although you said that you're not religious and that you don't believe in Christianity or Catholicism, keep him in your prayers. Gun violence is never okay. That's going to be the narrative, man. That's going to be the spin. It's going to have nothing to do about politics or your perspective on the world, whether you lean left, lean right, mental health, being hateful and violent. It's going to be about the gun was the problem.
Mm-hmm. And that's the thing, is that Charlie Kirk, regardless of how he comes out of this, would be the first person to tell you that that is not going to be the solution.
Yep.
Yep.
He would absolutely be the first person to say that. So people peddling that wouldn't have him backing them in the slightest.
AP
even
is still
after
showing
this.
critical as of 7 minutes ago. So I don't know if that means anything just yet. Just sticking to the officials. That's all I know.
Yeah. We're gonna wait to see. I know. You guys have said Jeremy said that on Cobra Cast that he's passed away. Yellow Flash has said that he's passed away. We haven't seen anything right now official that he has. So let's hold off on some, fuck. I'm just seeing it everywhere, man.
Yeah.
But the way it's looking, I would not be surprised at all.
Yeah.
I would not be surprised at all. I'm refreshing. I'm refreshing every few seconds. I'm refreshing.
So do we think there's like a mass change in how these types of events and stuff are handled after this?
What they want is for these events to never happen.
Right.
Yeah.
And I think that unfortunately could be the case.
Yeah. That was kind of my thought too, is that they'll just push to not do these events versus trying to make them safer or whatever. It'll just be to stop, because we've seen in our college system already, they are trying to completely remove any kind of discourse outside of what the college wants to happen. So,
yeah. Where are you guys seeing this?
Yeah, I'm not
you guys
seeing
saying
it
it's
either.
been confirmed. He's gone. Confirmed just now. Where? Tell me where to look up.
Yeah.
Breaking 911. Breaking 911's good, but they're not always official, but they are good.
Yeah. Yeah, they are saying that it's happened, but I'm not seeing anybody else yet.
So here's their tweet. So they might be one of the first ones to do it. Charlie Kirk has been assassinated at the age of 31. Is their latest tweet. Well, not their latest, sorry. There's no suspect in custody. So they're saying yes, that he has. Anybody else? Tim Pool said it also. Let me look up what Tim Pool has to say. Tim Pool could be close to the family, but at this point, like,
if Tim's saying it, I would guess that he did. Well, he's saying that reports are saying that he
reports.
has.
Tim Pool said reports are saying Charlie Kirk has passed away. Oh my God, reports are that Charlie Kirk has died.
Yeah.
So, and like I said, if you've seen the footage, it's not surprising, but I think we all were hoping for a miracle for this young man.
Killed for talking.
Yeah.
Killed for encouraging educated debates.
Right. Well, we that's the thing. The hate speech verbiage started being thrown around, and we all knew exactly where that would lead. And this is the type of place that leads you to, when you've programmed an entire group of people to think that someone having differing views and then expressing those, especially to large groups of people, is a danger. And that's just it's really sad that people have been allowed to be brainwashed into thinking that, believing that, feeling that. And that's the thing, is it's like you see it, we all see it in this space. It's like when you see people start to make traction, starting to get on other people's radars, starting to make a difference, people come out of the woodwork to tear them down, discourage them, and get them quiet as fast as possible. Because these types of people feel like you're a danger because you have a larger platform than they want you to have, and you're saying things that they don't want you to say. And this goes even outside of the hyper political stuff, and that's where people need to keep in their mind is like don't get tempted and don't get brought into this sphere of like someone's just saying something that's making me so mad that something bad needs to happen to them. That goes to people inside the sphere and everywhere else. It's just like, keep in mind, like that is a dangerous train of thought. That is a dangerous way to go, because it's just, it's not true. Like, don't fall for that. Don't let them get so angry. Just brush it off. Hey, this person thinks differently than me. They feel a different way than I do. And just let it roll off and keep moving. It's not going to change your day to day. I promise.
Yeah. Yeah. And that kind of rhetoric, like I mentioned before, and like Blaine just said, we see it all the time. We see it all the time in our chats with people who are in our community, like with the Rippaverse and stuff like that. Like, they have some of the most vulgar haters that we've seen. It's happened to me in other people's chats, saying, you know, these people got to be careful, or else someone's going to show up to their house and hurt them, kill them. And it's like, saying that kind of stuff in the moment, you think you're saying something that isn't going to be taken seriously. You don't know who is reading that and saying, well, I'll be the one to do it. You got to be careful, man, with what you say. And you know, unfortunately, you might not think you're doing it, but inciting violence. That's what you're doing when you say that stuff, man. You're inciting violence because somebody might read what you type and they might be just crazy enough to go do it.
Right.
Yeah. Breitbart has said, rest in peace, may he rise in glory, breaking real America's voice, which airs the Charlie Kirk show, says that he has passed away. And apparently you guys are saying that Donald Trump has tweeted as well. I'm going to look for it here.
It's not on X. I looked. He might have done it on Truth or somewhere. Variety's reporting on it. All the big outlets are. God, it's so sad, man. I just...
It's disgusting. It's disgusting.
How do we not have a shooter?
Right.
I mean, I understand right in the chaos after that, but
well, as we've seen as well, they try and keep that covered also, and have confusion around it, especially if there's anything kind of sketchy about it, because 9 times out of 10 these people are connected to feds.
31 left-wing violence epidemic. Wait, what? Oh, never mind. I'm reading that wrong.
Rapid Response 47. Is that a Twitter page? I'm not seeing Rapid Response 47. Or at least it's not. Rapid Response 47. Here we go. This was 4 minutes ago. The Truth Social tweet or post from Donald Trump. The great and even legendary Charlie Kirk is dead. No one understood or had the heart of the youth in the United States of America better than Charlie. He was loved and admired by all, especially me, and now he is no longer with us. Melania and my sympathies go out to his beautiful wife, Erica, and family. Charlie, we love you. Well, it looks like there's a lot of legit official reports and confirmations that Charlie Kirk unfortunately did pass away, which I think we all expected after seeing that footage. Fox News is now reporting it too.
Fuck.
Son of a bitch, man.
You know, they're saying they don't have this guy in custody. Look at this video I'm going to send you right here from Twitter. Somebody who's not guilty and not delusional doesn't scream this as they're being taken away by police.
Oh, saying shoot me, shoot me, shoot me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Seriously?
Are you going to share it? You can just share your screen if you want. Because I'm looking something up right now. I want to look up Fox News.
DMs down.
Was
that you? Shoot me! Shoot me! Was that you? We don't know if it's him or not.
We don't know if it's him or not.
Well,
unbelievable.
And that's the thing.
That a little suspect.
Oh, it absolutely is. But we know that these events bring in a lot of really angry, really just nuts people. And this old dude could literally have just been doing it to cause a distraction so that whoever did it could get away or whatever. And then once they found out
wasn't the guy, we're saying it wasn't him.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's really sounding like it wasn't.
He could have been in on it, though. I'm thinking with something like this, premeditated like this, there was probably a whole group of people that were looking for this. Xwing, hold it down for a minute. I got to go fucking get some water.
Yeah. No weapon recovered, no shooter. That is absolutely insane.
Yeah. I just can't stop thinking about this type of stuff. And I'm sure you're the same way. It's like you just think about their family, man. I mean, he's so young and he has two little kids. I know exactly. He has these two little kids. And I mean, you know, it was a couple weeks ago that they were literally just kind of ripping on him on South Park, you know?
Yeah.
And then now we're sitting here with this being the case. And that's the thing, is that people like Charlie are the types that make these folks so mad because he got the joke, you know, with the South Park stuff. He leaned into it. He didn't let people that disagreed with him hurt him that badly. You know, it's just like, hey, look, I believe in what I'm doing and what I'm saying. And I mean, he is going to leave a pretty serious legacy behind with Turning Point and all of that, but they're just way too young. And these kids deserve a father. And anybody who could, in their right mind, think that doing this to anyone just for disagreeing with them, like, man.
Well, there's no humanity in somebody like that. There's no humanity left in someone like that. And that's why I'm very much in favor of find that person, cut off their wee-wee, and hang them from a high pole somewhere so everyone can see it.
Right.
Not that I'm saying that's what I'm saying in Minecraft. That's what I would like to do. But you know, it's just this was not a sadistic, tyrannical political leader that was assassinated for wrongdoings. This is a guy who went to college campuses to encourage conversation. And now those two kids are going to grow up without a father. And that video is plastered all over the internet.
Yeah.
And they're going to have to grow up knowing exactly how dad died. They're probably going to get sent that video. Oh, didn't your dad get shot? The wife has probably already seen the video. It's going to be on repeat in her head for the rest of her life. They cannot hurt. Well, what I'm trying to say is they can't do enough to whoever did this. Whenever they find him, they can't do enough.
Yeah.
But I don't know, man. I don't want to say anything that's going to get carried away on YouTube because unfortunately YouTube is not a free speech platform.
Right.
But
yeah,
I have my thoughts on what's going to happen going from this point going forward. Something has to happen going forward. This is going to radicalize a lot of people.
I've already seen it. I've already seen it on Twitter. There are people going, "This is it. We're coming for you. Now we're coming for you." And I don't. There's a part of me that says I don't want that because that's not what Jesus would want, right? And then there's the other part of me that's human and American that says,
"Yeah,
do what you do."
And everybody's already pretty fired up from, the stuff that happened to the Ukrainian girl here in Charlotte, or nearby.
Yeah.
And it just seems to be like one thing after another. And that's what I was saying earlier. It's like we've got to try and be level-headed about it. But it's also just kind of like how much are we going to have to keep enduring like this? How many things are going to happen and boil over before some responsibility is taken, before our media system has to answer for all the shit that they've done, for all the fucking problems that they've caused in this country and around the world, for lying day in and day out, for twisting up people's emotions, and for literally just fueling the fires of mental illness. And then also even this comes down to, some of the stuff that Beardo was alluding to earlier, where quite often this stuff it seems a little too coincidental. And the fact that our 3-letter agencies have been able to run roughshod over our entire country and do all kinds of fucked up shit forever. And that's not getting solved either. And at what point does all this stuff get rectified?
Yeah. It's heartbreaking, man. And you see Fox News right now on the Will Cain show. They have officially said that Charlie Kirk is dead. So none of us are surprised after seeing that footage. But
no. And don't go out and look for it, like we said earlier, for people just in the chat. If you haven't seen it, you're okay not seeing it, because there's some pretty close-up footage.
No, I talked to Jay and Blaine and Xwing right after it happened, just before we started the show, on if we should even do the show at all. I almost passed out. Seeing the close-up one, I had to fucking lay down and just put my phone down and just take some fucking deep breaths.
Yeah, unfortunately, the first one I saw was close up, and I wish there was some way we could just delete that off the internet forever and have it go away. Please don't repost that stuff. Don't share it to people. Yeah. Don't give it any attention. No, because it's awful.
Yeah,
and it makes me really fucking mad.
Yeah, and here's the thing: similar to the Trump attempt, I'm assuming that we are going to know nothing. The general public will know nothing about the shooter. It'll get swept under the rug. It'll turn into a gun issue, not a political issue. Well, gun issues are a political issue, but you know what I'm saying. It won't be like a left-right thing about liberals or Democrats targeting outspoken conservatives. It'll turn into a gun issue.
Right. Yeah. Because
it won't be a left-right thing. It'll be a gun issue.
And I know firsthand that they cover this stuff up and hide a lot of information, because I don't know if y'all remember when, Trump was shot at the first time. Well, the stuff with the ear, there was another guy when he was playing golf that shot at him. My good buddy personally knew the guy that did it.
Really?
He called me immediately when they announced. He's like, bro, this is that guy that I know. Like, he was from North Carolina, lived around here. My buddy knew him well. And he was going around trying to talk to different news people and be like, y'all are not running the truth about this stuff, early on. And he finally started getting some people's ears and gave some information on this guy. But it's a lot of these people, they see this stuff coming from a mile away, and nothing's ever done. And then they end up doing shit like this.
Yeah. There's nothing more dangerous than a liberal with a gun.
The video will make you queasy. It's brutal. I can't unsee it. That was me, man. And I don't get queasy easy. I have a pretty strong stomach, and just seeing that, and it was the combination of seeing how gruesome it was, but also the fact that Charlie Kirk is one of us.
Yeah.
Right. He is a content creator and He's an outspoken content creator, similar to what we do every single fucking day of the week.
Wasn't he at one of the G&G meetups?
No. That was Alex Stein.
Oh.
That was Alex Stein. But Charlie Kirk is a content creator like us, man. This is where he got started on YouTube. Like his Turning Point USA and stuff, and then you branch out. And Charlie Kirk is like a pioneer of what a lot of these people do. Fuck, man, this could have been Drew Hernandez.
Yeah,
right.
Like it could have been.
Just
it
as
could have
easily
been.
could have been Drew
It could have
Hernandez.
been. It could have been Drew Hernandez. It could have been Jeremy. It could have been Ryan. It could have
Right.
been. It could have been Alex Stein. It could have been Myron Gaines. It could have been anyone, man. He's like Charlie Kirk is one of us. And that's
Right.
what hit that's the part that made me so fucking nauseous about it, because this could have been us.
It hits so close to home, and I think a lot of people don't realize when you're in this space and when you're doing the kinds of things like everyone in this community is, or if you're somebody like me who's like trying to start this pro free speech business, or you're putting yourself in the line of fire. And then every day you've got these anons on the fucking internet coming after you with pitchforks, just saying some of those vile, heinous shit. And you're like, look, like I'm putting my real self, my face out here in public at risk. I have a wife, I have kids, I have a family, we all have these things. We're all regular, normal, real people, just like everyone else. But we're putting our faces and everything else on the line to talk about the things that we believe in, and to support other people that think and believe like we do. And the fact of the matter is that it can be kind of scary and it can be dangerous. And this is one of those things where it just hits super, super fucking close to home.
Yeah.
And I've said it twice before, but I'll say it again if we have any new viewers here. Man, like the rhetoric, like just look at what the media says, man. The media hate mongers. They place blame. They say dangerous things that Charlie Kirk should be blamed for some of the rhetoric that he has. And they say stuff like Charlie Kirk needs to be held accountable. And then you have crazy people who listen to that and say, I'll be the one that does it.
Yeah.
Because they're fucking insane, because the words were spoken out there, they were listened to, and somebody was like, I'll be the one to do it. And you got to be careful with what you say and like inciting shit, man, because you never know who's reading. You never know who's listening. There's a difference between forming an opinion and having a debate and saying how you feel about stuff, and then inciting violence and say, we should hurt this person, or somebody's going to hurt this person because somebody's listening, somebody's reading, and that one person might fucking do it. Yeah. And that's what happened, man. Fuck.
Yeah. Look, there's only one side shooting people for their opinions.
Right.
Yeah. Oh, man. Yep, there it is. Charlie Kirk, 90. Dude, he's our age, man. That's us. Yeah. That's us. That's our age.
It's younger than me, man.
You guys have children, man. He's got 2 beautiful children.
Yeah, I can't. There isn't enough goodwill and prayers to send towards his family. This is just,
There's Trump's tweet.
I'm just like clinging on to Jesus to try to stay like a good man right now. Clinging. Because that's what's the most important thing, dude. Don't let the demons win, but whoo, are they trying?
Yep.
And I hope for some people that are in this camp of encouraging this stuff, that like when it really when the rubber's meeting the road like this, that you maybe do have some sort of come to Jesus about the heinous shit that people have been saying and encouraging. I would hope that something like this, at least for some, could be a wake-up call to say, like, maybe we've gone too fucking far. Like, maybe we are pushing this narrative, this rhetoric, this hate speech thing, this your words are violence, all of this. I would hope that some people on that side of things would wake up to some degree. But we've just seen so many things happen that it's hard to have any faith that that's going to happen.
Yeah.
And he died because he told the truth. He was shot and murdered because he told the truth and encouraged open debate. Unbelievable.
That's something to think about.
Yep. Look at history. Let's do a little history lesson.
Right.
Which individuals in our history, in American history, were either assassinated or attempted to be assassinated because they told the truth? JFK, Martin Luther King, Ronald Reagan, Donald Trump, many more who were either assassinated or attempted to be assassinated because they told the truth. RFK as well. Yes.
Right.
Jesus Christ. He's the OG.
Yeah.
Yep. Jesus Christ is the OG.
I'll be interested to see if something else happens today, but stay strapped, kids.
Charles Devane said, Jeremy just said no Mario Kart tonight, and it makes sense. It's a sad day for mourning. I respect that decision because that was in the back of my head. How the fuck are we going to play Mario Kart tonight with everything going on?
Can't.
Like, I was almost debating like having this stream be an escape and do some typical bro science stuff, but
That's
it
not
would
the time.
it's not the time. It would have been sour. No, we need to pay respects and mourn what happened today to Charlie Kirk, man. So
yeah, we've got some supers. Do you want to hit some of those?
yeah, we'll read some super chats here, and I'm sure some of these came in before the news. Steel Leg with a 19 months says, thanks for being there for me this past few weeks. Been a rough one for my family. Mom is doing better, and I'm working hard to grow my channel to 736 subs. Thank you, Steel Leg, for the 19 months. And prayers out to your mom, and congratulations on getting 736, man. Margaret Riggle with a 20. Bro Science plant their seeds of wisdom into our minds each week. When those seeds take root, they help so many grow into people to be admired. You warrior gardeners are welcome to cultivate many gardens these days. Are y'all okay today? Today's been a rough one, Margaret Riggle, but we appreciate the kind words. And thank you. Thank you, Margaret Riggle, for the $20. Cheryl Gopin with a gifted Fear the Beardo membership. Thank you, Cheryl. And Wasp with a $100 says, pray for the United States. Yes, pray for the United States and pray for Charlie Kirk's family. Grand Duke with a 2 months says, head on a swivel. Body protection is available for sale for us normies. Protect your families. These people are demonic and they're celebrating. There is a lot of demons celebrating this. Thank you. Yes, chat. If you guys are American citizens, it is our Second Amendment right to protect yourselves. And I think now more than ever, you should take advantage of your Second Amendment right. Llama Pajamas with a 10. The innocent on the train, the school pew pew, and now this. So close together. My heart hurts, but I'm so angry at the same time. Stay calm and carry your pew pew. I hope he makes it. Thank you, Llama Pajamas. And that came before the news. Thank you. Margaret Riggle with the 5. These news media outlets need to give us the news only. I can think for myself. They so need to shut the fuck up. Yes. Yep. Thank you, Margaret Riggle. And Elfie with the $50. Hello to my favorite man. This day has become a sad one because of the terrible news about Charlie Kirk. Prayers for him and his family. Take care. The world has gone crazy. I pray for everyone and hope that humanity regains its senses. I love you all. Thank you very much, Elfie, for the kind words, Elfie, and for the $50. Akira with the 5. Why does this always seem to come from the tolerant side Sounds pretty Yahtzee to me, which is ironic because that's what they call everyone else. It is ironic. It is ironic, isn't it? Thank you, Haikira, for the $5. John McKinley with a 50. Much love to the panel of the chat. This timeline sucks. My prayers go out to Charlie and his family. When is this madness of the left wing wackos going to end? How do we fight? This insanity that has taken over so many minds? You gotta attack the media, man. Blame the media because Charlie Kirk's blood is on their hands.
Might be a little too late for that, partner.
Yep.
Yeah.
Thank you, John McKinley, for the $50. Scientist Solarian with a 10. This is why it's so imperative to get trained in trauma medical in addition to first aid and CPR. It's not hard. The average person can do it. You can make a life-saving difference. This is true, but I'm confident that Charlie Kirk was probably surrounded by some of the best. But when you've seen the footage, there was just no way.
No.
Yeah.
There was just no way. Very gruesome. Thank you, Scientist Solarian, for the $10. Llama Pajamas with a 10. From the TMZ vid I watch, you can see Charlie get hit and then hear the pew pew. It came from far away. Just my 2 cents. No, I figured that it came from about 200 yards out from a rifle. Thank you for the $10, Llama Pajamas. Cole Hauser with a 2 says, I'm lost is words, prayer to his family, love to all. Thank you, Cole Hauser, for the $2. Pray, chat, pray for Charlie Kirk's wife, man, because I don't think any of us can imagine what she's going through right now, especially on this kind of public display.
Yeah.
How public this is, and everybody's seen it. Can't imagine what she's going through. Cole Hauser with a 2 says, Beardo, Xwing, and Blaine, please be safe. Thank you, Cole Hauser. Thanks, you,
brother.
Corn Pop with a 199 says, can you guys invite Jay? He's lonely. I did invite Jay. I did send Jay the link, but I think you guys have said that Jay fired up a stream as well. Yeah, so I might shortly, I might end this stream and I might pop over on Jay's stream and see how he's doing, keep him company, because at this point I've ran out of stuff to say. Yeah. Trickies with a 10 gifted Fear the Beardo memberships. Thank you for the support, Trickies. Much appreciated, man. Chelsea M with a 3 months says, thank you guys for being a great distraction. I definitely needed it last week. Beardo, you know why. Love you guys. Yes, Chelsea. Prayers out to Chelsea and her husband as well. Thank you, Chelsea, for the 3 months. Glad we can provide you some entertainment. Maybe not today, but most of the time we provide some, in my opinion, some good entertainment over here. Thank you for the 3 months. A small village's last loaf of bread with the $5 says, theory, they orchestrated this hit to take the spotlight off of Irina. I don't think there's any doubt that there was an orchestrated chain of events. I don't think it was to take the spotlight off of it. I think it was to pile on top of it, in my opinion. Mm-hmm. But thank you for the $5. Doomyverse with a 2 months says, rest in peace to Charlie Kirk. Prayers for his family. Stay safe, everyone. It's getting crazy nowadays. Anything can happen. Absolutely. And I just said it, but let me reiterate it. Express your Second Amendment right. Take advantage of it. Protect yourself. Protect yourself. Protect yourself.
Absolutely. I don't leave home not strapped, and I beyond encourage my wife. I make sure that there's always something in reach, because I just don't. I mean, as we saw the recent stuff with the lady getting stabbed in Charlotte. Now, granted, we don't go into the city. I'm about an outside of it, or an hour outside of it. But still, it's just like people are just out of control. Things just seem to be in not a great place. And it actually, we made national news just a couple months ago because the driving and stuff around here is so bad. And we had like one of the worst car crashes that killed like an entire family because somebody was just driving so recklessly, literally like a month ago. And it was horrific.
Yeah.
So, yeah. But like you said, man, just keep yourself safe. Keep your head on a swivel. Be aware, because there are just too many people out there that are not concerned about you in the slightest, and you don't know what's been going on in their life or where their head's at, and better to just stay safe and protected.
Yeah. And let's just say it how it is right now, and how the media and I'll just be blatantly honest. I'll be blatantly honest right now. Shameless. I'll fucking say it. Some of these people hate us because our skin color. They hate us because we're white. And the media has made it that way. The media has spun the narrative. They want people to attack white people because their skin color, because they're the ones to blame. The media has said white people are the ones to blame for this. White people this, white people that, all the buzzwords because of white people. So I'll just fucking say it, man. If you are of Caucasian descent, keep your head on a fucking swivel, because you have no idea when you're out in public, when you're pumping gas, when you're at the grocery store, when you're out in a public event, when you're at a fucking theme park, when you're at a bar, you have no fucking clue what some of these people are thinking, what they believe, because what the media and what the news has told them to think about you because of your skin color, because you're white. And they clearly, we've seen twice in the past 2 weeks, the extent that they're willing to go to because you have white skin, because they have been conditioned to hate you.
Don't forget, the media has spun so many at this point that now they've got these lunatics calling for Jewish people to be killed. They're calling for Christians to be killed, white people to be killed. The media has spun it so much that they've turned these lunatics against everyone. Do you remember seeing what was scribbled on that lunatic's gun that went in and killed the kids in the church? It was all over the place.
Yes.
You couldn't pin down what side they were on, and that's the problem. They have literally turned this world in their minds into such a horrible place that everyone needs to suffer. Everyone should die. White Christians, problem. Jews, problem. Like, just take care of all of them. And then what do? They feel like there's nowhere they can go. There's nothing they can do. And so they go out and they start killing people.
Yep.
Yeah. It has seemed for years like a really serious movement to just activate, abuse, and use the mentally ill for political and or just societal gain for the people in power. That's what it feels like.
Yep.
And
burn the media down.
Yes.
This does not reflect Fear the Beardo's channel, but I'm speaking for myself as another YouTuber. Fuck the media. Burn it to the ground. Take every single one of those buildings and raise it. Pull the fire alarm so people can get out. But I mean, burn it.
Yeah, it has become such a rotten institution that is just, it's not here for the good of people. It's not here to inform. It is here to divide and destroy, to cause confusion.
For ratings, buddy. They love it when Trump is in office. You remember what they were talking about when Trump was out of office? And they're like, shit, what do we talk about now? What do we talk about now? There's nothing to talk about. Trump's back in office. Incite fear, incite violence. Do whatever you can. Get the people right. Go crazy. Fuck them.
Yeah.
There's your evil. The devil find a great way to get into people's hearts, and it was right through their fucking TV screens. And who's the conduit? Liberal media.
Is this our modern day JFK?
I think it's about the closest we've gotten. Obviously, he's not a president, so it still hits a little bit differently, but this is about as close to being on national television as you can get. This was brutal. It was intentional and calculated, and it was done in a manner and in a place and in a way in which everyone could see it, and they knew that there would be footage, and they knew the exposure that it would have. And that's why it was carried out this way. It's not like they did this while he was at home or in his car or whatever. They did it in front of thousands, hundreds, if not thousands of people in person, and then knew that it would instantly be shared across the fucking planet on the internet. And it was done that way by design. Some people were close
to 5 feet away from him.
Yep.
Charles D. Vane says, Beardo, check up with Jeremy. These people are asking for Mario Kart tonight. He might change his mind. To be honest, Charles, I understand that people might want a distraction. I don't know if I can do it. because
I'm
similar
not
to
laughing
this
and giggling right now.
Yeah, similar to this stream, you're not getting the Fear the Beardo that you're used to seeing. You're not seeing Fear the Beardo right now. You're seeing Trevor the person. You're not seeing Fear the Beardo the entertainer. And I don't think I can entertain tonight.
Nobody else on that stream will be either. To be honest, I mean, there's no point in pushing forward. Even if it happened, no, everyone's going to be dysregulated. There's no way you can cut loose with this.
Yeah, I think if you're going to draw the comparison, I think the JFK thing was very much the deep state in the United States. This is very much the public in the United States. The people made this guy what he is. They liked what he had to say. There was a reason why. And not to say that JFK didn't, but...
Or at least it feels that way and they want it to feel that way, right?
Yeah.
Because that is the thing, is even with the media and the stuff you were talking about, it's like I mentioned earlier, a lot of these three-letter agencies are the ones to blame as well, because they are at the root of a lot of these media companies, the things that they say and the things that they do. And the fact that the FBI and the CIA and all of these other three-letter organizations are operating in the way that they are, with the level of control that they have across the planet, they are at so much of the root of so much of this, that they are a vile and despicable set of organizations that have caused terror around this planet and do it to our own nation on a daily basis, because it serves the betterment and the needs of the fucking machine that spits us up and chews us up and gobbles us and spits us out. It's like they're also at the root of this. And if something, that's the thing, is that when Trump got in, there was a lot of hope that some of that would be rectified, and I hope and pray that it does, but it just really seems like it is hard.
They're more powerful than him, dude.
That's what I'm saying. And I know some people might not want to hear that, but it's just really starting and looking to feel like, regardless of who's in power, these three-letter agencies and these machine pieces are the ones that run things, and it doesn't matter who's really in charge.
I also think that this was a warning shot. This was a warning shot to other content creators similar to Charlie Kirk. If you keep doing this, if you keep voicing out and speaking out against us, this is going to happen to you. So be careful, because we will do it again. This was a warning shot to people similar to Charlie Kirk.
I'm curious to see where the far left folks in this space, how they start communicating about all this now that this has happened to someone like Charlie. Because there's no way that it doesn't hit close to home for them too. Are they going to run the same media narrative, or are they going to pump the fucking brakes?
Yep.
Yeah. This was a message. This was a message to similar people. You keep doing this, we'll do it again. And they want our voices silent. They don't want these campus debates. They don't want these rallies and stuff like this. They're saying, here's the message. Keep doing it, and you'll be the next Charlie Kirk. Unbelievable.
Well, did you hang out with Jay?
Trump's attempted was the warning. This was the result, Beardo. You can look at it that way as well. Yeah. Prayers up to
fat bowl of tobacco and just melt away from the world for a little bit.
Yeah,
right. Seriously.
Yeah, this is rough. Is Jay still live, chat? Is Jay still live? If Jay's live, I'll end the stream and go jump over there and keep him company. Is he alone? John Ambler with a. You said you think he is?
He's with Kings.
Oh, he's with Kings. Okay. John Ambler with a 20 says, much love, bro. Science in the chat. At a loss for words at this point. Heavy week for sure. Be sure to let your loved ones know how much you love them. Value each day. Head on a swivel and keep a level head. Absolutely, John Ambler. Thank you for the $20. Linnea with the 6 months. Now is the time of kingdom of God. The world needs peace, kindness, and respect, and it all starts with us. I have you all in my prayers. Thank you, Linnea. Nestor with the 2 months. Thank you for the recommitment, Nestor. And War Machine with the 5 gifted memberships. Thank you.
Yep.
Shauna Pippin. Beardo looks like one of the 3 students from the school shooting. here in Colorado was the shooter. Looks like one of the 3 students from the high school shooting here in Colorado was the shooter.
What?
I'm not sure what to take from that.
Like from a previous shooting is now a shooter in this one.
Oh. Is that what you meant, Shauna? Is that what you meant? Can you clarify, Shauna, what you meant by that? Because that was worded a little weird. Mad Frog with a 1 month says, rest in peace to Charlie. The left has shown they cannot be reasoned with. We just have to win politically. Stay safe, Beardo, Blaine, and Xwing. This goes beyond politics, man.
Yeah.
This goes beyond politics. This goes beyond voting. This is...
Yeah, I think it's been beyond that for a bit. I don't know. It really feels like so many of our systems right now, so many of the things that we trusted to keep us safe, to keep things regulated and right, are broken and don't work. And every day that goes by, it starts to look and feel more like that.
Mm-hmm. Well, what is it? Historically, empires last 150 years, and America's at 250. So,
right,
it's about time. We're due.
Yeah.
Don't say that, man. I got a kid to raise.
I know. No shit. I know. It's hard not to feel that way, but that's kind of where my mind's been for a while now.
It's absolutely due for an overhaul. I can tell you that much.
Yeah. A complete gutting from top to bottom.
There are a lot of us that are ready and willing to help with that.
Yeah, no shit.
Shauna, where's Shauna? Says, no, sorry. I meant one of the injured students was actually the shooter that shot the other 2 students. So what they do, like shoot themselves in the leg afterwards? So like as a decoy?
Right.
I don't know. That's weird. But thank you for letting us know, Shauna. Crimson Born with the 5 says, not going to lie, I just joined and saw this and I'm just in shock right now. Prayers to his family from my heart. I just can't put it into words. Neither can we. And a difficult one. Thank you, Crimson Born, for the $5. Carl Anderson with the 7 months. This is crazy. How could these monsters even do this? Because of the media. I thought these guys traveled with security and showed up to places randomly to prevent this. He did have security, but unfortunately you can't. This was premeditated, man.
Yeah.
It was premeditated.
And as we've seen, I mean, you know, the guy that shot at Trump was able to get by security at the Secret Service in the way that he was. It's clear that there isn't the proper people in place in a lot of these scenarios, and I would not be surprised if a lot of the people that are supposed to be in place to protect are intentionally not doing their job properly.
These fucking people said the roof was sloped at a degree that it couldn't be cleared. What the fuck? What?
Yeah.
No, not buying it.
Joe 10 September says Charlie Kirk Day and spammed it. I don't know if you're being supportive or not, but you like mods if we can Xwing if we can get him out. I don't know if he's celebrating or what.
We're gonna slam you in a timeout for a second.
We're gonna put you in a timeout, Joe. I'm not sure what you meant by that, but just please don't spam. Thank you, Carl Anderson, for the 7 months. Darth Gavel with the 5 months says, please tell Jeremy we need a charity stream for Kirk's family. That's not a bad idea.
My wife literally just messaged me the exact same thing to say that we should that should be done.
That is not a bad idea, and they're already putting the flags at half staff.
Yeah,
I wonder where that's at. That's at the White House. The White House is putting the flags at half staff.
Yeah,
Respect.
Trump called for all of them to be at half-mast till Sunday.
Yeah.
Wow. And you know, I mean, think about that. If that doesn't tell you the level of impact that this man is had and is having, and now will continue to have, and that's what the thing that people that do stuff like this don't realize is that you're only making these words that you disagree with more powerful.
Oh, you created a martyr.
Yeah, you've literally created a martyr. You have made, you've in a sense immortalized this man. And so it's going to undo anything that they thought that any difference that they thought they could have made.
Yeah, that's not a bad idea, Darth Gavel. But to be fair, I'm sure that Charlie Kirk's family, there's going to be a lot.
Right.
They will be very well taken care of.
They will be very well taken care of. Absolutely.
Yeah.
But it is not a bad idea for Geeks and Gamers to do something for Charlie Kirk's family. That's a good idea. Dolores with a $5. Please stay safe, boys, because you three are also truth tellers. My prayers are with you. And that's why it hit so close to home.
Yep.
Because
Thanks, Dolores.
Because we all hear things like this. And that's why it hit so bad, because it could have been any one of us. And unfortunately, it was Charlie Kirk. Thank you, Dolores, for the $5. Appreciate it. All right, boys. Chat, the Bearded Society, the Hanger Gang, and the Crit Crew. We're going to go ahead and call it there. I'm going to go ahead and jump on over to Jay's stream and keep him company because we all need it right now. Devastating day in our country's history. And just please keep yourself protected. Keep your families protected. Have situational awareness. Keep your head on a swivel, man. Make sure you are aware of your surroundings at any given moment, because some of these people hate your fucking guts. Some of these people hate your guts. And just be careful out there, man. Be careful. And be careful what you say too, man. Be careful what you say, because you never know. You might be thinking that you're saying something silly that's harmless, but if you're inciting any kind of violence, you never know who's reading it. You never know who's listening. And someone might take it seriously and do something horrific. So be careful about what you say, man. I know we like to troll. I know that people like to poke fun and troll and stuff, but you never know what kind of crazy person is listening or reading and that they're going to take matters into their own hands. So just be careful out there, guys, man. Be
and
careful.
I stuck Jay's stream in the chat, so y'all can find Beardo when he goes over there.
Yeah.
So yeah, that link should take you over there. But
yeah, and I'm gonna raid him too. I'm gonna raid Jay. Cool. All right, guys. Do you guys have any last words?
No, man. As far as you summed it up well. Everybody just stay safe out there, and the world needs Jesus right now, man. This is
absolutely
this is not great. So yeah. Rest in peace,
Jesus
Charlie Kirk.
Is King, God bless America, and rest in peace, Charlie Kirk.
Yep. Difficult one. For next week for Bro Science, we will do Rambo 2 movie review, and hopefully, nothing crazy or major happens next week. But right now, after today, I don't know what the fuck is in store for us over the next couple of days. But hopefully, we're back to normal for a normal scheduled routine Bro Science next week. But prayers to Charlie Kirk's family, man. Prayers to his wife and kids. Fuck. All right, guys. You guys have a good rest of your day. Hopefully, try to stay positive. Keep praying. And be careful out there. And I'll see you guys over on Jay's channel. But until then, Bro Science, we're out. Bye, everyone.
Yep. Be good.